It's my honor to welcome you to Kindering's 15th Salute to Courage benefit. If we've not met yet, I am Dr. Lisa Greenwald, CEO at Kindering, and I'm so grateful all of you have made it a priority to support Kindering during these unprecedented times. I have to say, our annual Salute to Courage event is a personal favorite of mine. Each year we gather to enjoy each other's company, share a meal, and celebrate our Kindering community together. And I leave our luncheon with renewed inspiration, hearing from the courageous Kindering families and connecting with each of you. Let me tell you, I really miss you all, and I cannot thank you enough for being here virtually and for your steadfast support of Kindering's children and families. Imagine a world where every child with developmental needs gets the support they need early and effectively, even during the most challenging of times. Because Kindering offers critical pediatric therapy, specialized early learning, and family support to about 6,500 children and families in our community annually, we are paving the way. Thanks to previous investments in innovation and teletherapy, paired with recent gifts for additional technology and training and more, we successfully shifted to virtual services due to the pandemic. In our pediatric therapy program alone, we've provided about 30,000 teletherapy sessions since March. During teletherapy, Kindering specialists coach and support parents or caregivers, as together they create and implement strategies that advance each child's unique development, such as learning to move, walk, play, listen, problem solve, or communicate. And as a community leader in teletherapy, our staff were thrilled to train and support our early intervention colleagues across the state, as they too made this necessary transition. To ensure that our children with the greatest medical and equity needs could make the gains they urgently need, we began augmenting teletherapy with critical hands-on, in-person support in early August, with crucial health and safety protocols in place. And now we are planning how to safely phase in expanded in-person services with a hybrid approach. Like all of you, Kindering is weathering the COVID storm every day, and it hasn't been an easy journey. Not for our therapists, who completely transformed their strategies to work in a primarily virtual world, and who deeply miss seeing their children and families in person. And not for our families, who've had to overcome tremendous hurdles, like losing their homes, jobs, or loved ones, or struggling to access this virtual world of technology. Through this all, our families are partnering with Kindering staff more than ever before to ensure their child's developmental progress. And I will forever be grateful to our staff and families for their persistence, flexibility, innovation, and resilience. It is for all these reasons that I can report the greatest news. Overall, when comparing outcomes pre-COVID to today, on average, our children are making the same impressive levels of developmental progress, reaching their life-changing goals. Knowing that just makes me so happy. And I know this could not have been accomplished without the nimbleness of our staff and the generosity of our community. In the early learning arena, one of our 2020 innovations is the Kindering Virtual Play Pass, or KVPP, a live online early education program in English, Spanish, and both. This subscription-based program is open to current and new families from literally anywhere, allowing families near and far to access our specialists and dozens of classes with lessons, routines, and socialization typically seen in person. We could never replace the irreplaceable Stepping Stones preschool and other classes, but KVPP, born out of adversity and impossibility, has quickly become a treasured opportunity for young children and families to gain support and connect with each other. We believe it will outlive COVID and become a long-term complement to Stepping Stones once in-person classes resume. This is because KVPP gives families ultimate flexibility in schedule, age, location, with no commutes or geographic limitations. And because of supporters like you, we can make KVPP available for families regardless of their finances. In the family support area, I'm thrilled to share that our now virtual SipShops and SipShop facilitator training are thriving in this new environment. SipShops are lively, kid-friendly workshops designed to meet the unique needs of siblings of children with disabilities. I almost couldn't believe it when I learned that just since July, Our sibling support director trained people from 24 states and 9 countries, and counting, to become certified SipShop facilitators, including in Ireland, Japan, Singapore, Argentina, and Ecuador. And now there's a SipShop launching in Nigeria, the first on the continent of Africa. We are so pleased to expand our reach in these ways. Kindering's mission of embracing children with special needs is deeply rooted in our commitment to equity. From our founding by 5 families raising children with diverse needs 58 years ago, we have worked to create a more inclusive and equitable world, starting with our youngest community members. Further, for the past many years, the majority of our Kindering children have both a disability and represent a racial minority. This intersection of race and disability is very important and too often overlooked. Thus, we've been increasingly focused on advancing racial equity at Kindering. In 2019, we hired an equity and inclusion officer to lead our equity work and Kindering's diversity, equity, and inclusion team. This is a diverse group of staff working collaboratively as they lead our agency work plan to reduce barriers, address disparities, and advance equity at Kindering. Providing critical direction, a group of Black, Indigenous, people of color, mixed, and LGBTQ staff best articulated Kindering's equity, vision, and mission, that all connected to Kindering can honestly say, I belong, and to eradicate systemic, racial, and oppressive barriers so everyone at Kindering succeeds. Because of your support, we've been able to grow in our equity journey, adapt and innovate to support our children and families, and keep our talented staff through this uncertain time. Our mission remains paramount, and when you make a commitment to invest in Kindering, you're making a commitment to strengthening the future of our entire community. As these photos of Kindering alumni show, together we're laying the foundation for a lifetime of success. Your donations today help us expand our virtual services widely, provide the technology necessary to access these services, purchase PPE to resume in-person services safely, and dream bigger than ever for the future of Kindering and our families. Thank you for not letting this pandemic stop us from supporting and celebrating our Kindering community, and saluting the families who partner with us each day to nurture hope, courage, and the skills to soar.